Hello, gorgeous. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Give Them Lala podcast. Before we deep dive into it all, I need to remind you to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and make sure you comment on this video because I love to bump gums. Thank you. Hello, gorgeous. It is Lala Kent. Welcome back to the best podcast in the world, where everything is butterflies and rainbows and we only read the headlines.
That's nice. Nice new line.
Well,
Really?
I figured
that was my
should make
favorite
it.
intro.
Really?
And I'm back. Did
Oh,
you miss me? I know.
Uh-huh. We sure did.
I enjoyed my time off, honestly.
We heavily missed you. And you know what? I think it's a good thing that you had to go and do that, which is watch Ocean. If you guys listened to last week's episode, my mom ended up having to take her dog Bella to the ER. And so we had to bring Ocean here. And it was very chaotic. So Easton had to miss doing the podcast to watch Ocean. And it actually showed me, I already know that you're extremely necessary on this podcast. But after that, I was like, oh my gosh, not only is he necessary, but like I enjoy him on the podcast.
Thank you.
And everyone else does too. A lot of people miss you.
I'm so happy. I
missed.
got some DMs, so I'm happy to be back. And I'm glad that I was missed. It felt good.
You're the best energy and middleman, because Lala will get into it at some point, but we agree on a lot, and I feel like you don't disagree on a lot, but you just have a different viewpoint, which people apparently need.
I know, right?
Oh my God.
Different
I'll give some more
viewpoint.
too. I'm getting footing. I'll give more. Lauren's gonna start getting Lala. Has anybody ever even said that? Lauren.
I like that you call
When
it
I
Lauren.
have stories about you or mom, I always say Lauren because that's what you guys call me.
Right?
Yeah. So much so when I tell stories that one person in the comment
She's gonna
section,
get upset with
by
us
the
soon.
way, no, I love it. Love the podcast comment section. So much positivity. People are so into the episodes, and it's just a very happy space in the podcast comment section. And I like to go into that comment section because certain people's perspectives, I'm like, this is interesting. I want to read this on the next episode. Before we jump into that, Bella, my mom's dog, did not make it.
Yeah.
Bella passed away.
She passed away.
Yes.
But luckily, Lisa got to be with her and like hold her while it happened. And I know some people might find that weird, but I find it comforting.
Bella
Yeah.
was my mom in dog form. Like
Same
very,
hair and everything.
Same hair, very stiff, a little neurotic.
She's so sweet. And how old was she?
15 and a
Yeah.
half.
And I know it's very, very hard to lose your dog. Like I can't even think about losing Lily. But Bella, the last few days, started smelling like our other dog, Dior, which was my dad's dog. And my dad would always say, I better die before Dior because I cannot handle it. And he did. And now Dior's with him. But there's a smell that the dogs get where my mom's like, I have a bad smeller. What does it smell like? I'm like, death.
Right? No, we were at the elevator because we were letting Bella out. And Lisa was like, her breath. I don't know what it smells like. I was like, it's death, Lisa.
Oh.
I'm sorry to say,
It's
but
like-
it's death.
oh, never mind. I'm not going to say it.
Very bad.
Yeah, no, I was going to say it's like rotting. Like a
Yeah.
decomposition of breath.
There it is. It really is. And even Ocean would go, it smells like shit.
What'd she say? It smells like dog shit in here.
Yeah.
Well,
Anywhere Bella was, that's what she'd say.
Well, Ocean asked where Gigi was that day. And I said, Gigi had to take Bella to the doctor. And Ocean says, she's sick? I said, baby, Bella died. And she goes, she died? Oh, no. I was like, it's very sad. And we have to baby Gigi. And she goes, she throwed up and poop. Can I see? She always wants to see the throw up and poop. It's disgusting. I'm like, we're not going to look at it.
Did
And-
she mean Gigi or Bella? Oh, I didn't. I legitimately didn't know. I was like, who is she talking about?
Valid question.
The dog, because leading up to Bella's passing, she started to like throw up and have the runs, and she would not eat anything. And we tried anything and everything. And my mom was like, I just feel like I should have done more. I'm like, what? Perform surgery on this dog? Grant, we don't know what happened, right? To me, it seems like old age, right? And like, she was just like very bony and stiff. And like, she never really would eat a lot because she was so neurotic. And she's always been that way. She was always the dog, even back in Utah, that would like stay in the closet in the very back with like all of these
we had a
shoes
table.
and clothes.
We had a table, and Lisa put like a drape, like a what is
Table
it?
cover over it.
Okay.
And so it was to the ground, and Bella would go through the back and under it where you couldn't even see her. So we just didn't know. And then
Always.
you just go and push it, and you'd feel her and go, all right, she's there.
Oh,
She's been like that.
She's been like that. She loves the dark.
She's a specific dog.
She's a very specific dog.
She's an angel, and she's an angel now.
That she is. Okay, so there's that. I'm so excited for
I don't know,
Thanksgiving.
that's so funny to me.
Jessica is so funny to me.
She brightens my day every day.
Can I tell you that? Here's Mom.
Calling?
Yeah, let's see what she
Okay.
wants.
Tell her she's on air.
No, don't.
Hi, Lisa. You're on air. What?
She's telling you something.
Okay.
Tell her again.
Snow?
She wants to go to the snow.
Okay, Mommy's gonna take you to the snow. Okay.
She's watching Beauty and the Beast, and they're making snow angels.
Oh, baby, I'll take you to make snow angels. Okay.
Tell her, okay.
I love you.
I love you, Mom.
I love you too. Bye, baby.
She is so cute.
All right, I love you, Mom. Bye. Only my mother.
Would call for that.
Like, she wouldn't call me for herself. She knows we're recording a podcast.
Yeah.
But because it was Ocean, which is why I love her. Oh, now she's trying to FaceTime me.
Oh.
Okay. But I'm glad I now know. Book tickets to somewhere that snows. I guess Utah.
Or
Maybe
Northern
Aspen.
California.
Right.
I'd rather do
Mammoth,
that.
Big Bear. You're
Yeah.
right. To make snow angels. All right. Excellent. What were we talking about? Oh,
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. I'm so excited. My favorite holiday because it's veggie time. Not like vegetables, but like vegging out. It's that time of year. You have so much to look forward to. You get to be with family and friends, and you have all this warm, yummy, cozy food. And
Can
I
I
just
tell you one
love
thing?
everything about it.
Can I
Okay,
say
good.
something?
Always.
She's the one who made me fall in love with Thanksgiving. I can't remember what it was, but we went to somewhere with Dad, remember? And it sucked. And so you made a whole Thanksgiving feast. Do you remember that?
Oh.
My mother took us
Yeah.
to a restaurant, and they were serving, and I sound bitchy, but they were serving like oysters and salmon.
It
And I'm
wasn't-
like,
No.
It wasn't Thanksgiving.
by the way, great any other day, but today I don't really want oysters.
No.
So I felt bad for my dad. And the next day, when everyone
That
went
was
to
it.
work on Friday, I went and got an entire Thanksgiving meal and made my dad a Thanksgiving dinner on a Friday.
That is
And
so
that is
sweet.
yeah, and now Thanksgiving is my most favorite.
That is
'cause
so
of that.
sweet and cute. What are you guys doing this year?
Palm Springs,
Oh, nice.
Palm
Just
Springs
the
with-
fam.
just the
the fam.
fam.
Cute.
Brock and Sheena and her
Love.
family will be next door.
Aren't
and
we doing
will
it with them?
spend it. Yes.
You boo.
We asked what can we bring? AKA what can we pay for?
Right.
Yeah. I hate making stuff.
My mom will be making her famous sweet potatoes that are absolutely fantastic.
It's like a dessert.
With
It's-
the cornflakes or whatever.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, it's so good.
Mhm.
And you guys, I think I'm going to post the recipe. Now, listen here. They are always the dish that everyone looks at and they're like,
Nope.
I'm not doing it. And then you see one person go for it, the next person, they are always wiped clean and everyone goes insane over them. They are the most delicious sweet potatoes you will ever have in all your lives.
Yum.
Mm-hmm.
Yum. Does she put pecans on the top?
Yes,
Yep.
she does because her
Yum.
family owns a pecan farm.
Pecan.
Pecan?
Pecan.
No, I said I used to say pecan all the time, and then someone was like, "That's not how you say it. That's crazy town."
Well, it's kind of like the word gala.
Oh, gala.
You can say it. I Googled it. You can say gala, gala, or gala.
We're going to a gala.
Gala's
Well, I feel
wild.
like that's more for the British.
Gala. Right. Hello.
What is that?
That's hello. That's so British, isn't it? Every accent of mine is the same. Australian, hello. British, hello. Southern, hello.
Southern. Hello.
Hello.
All right. So with that being said, and we're going to deep dive
What are
into...
you doing for Thanksgiving? We
Yes,
didn't even
I'm
ask
sorry.
Jess.
I forgot to
Come
ask
now.
you because I was so
Nobody
busy
cares.
talking about me.
No,
I got you.
Thank you both. I'm going to Arizona to see the parents for the first time since they moved there. Wild.
How long have
Jessica's
they lived
family.
there for?
Literally weeks.
Oh, just a couple weeks?
No, I mean, it's been like, I think we're up to like 3 or 4 weeks. They've been
I
just
thought you
having
were
a
gonna
time.
be like a couple years.
No.
Well, coming from
New York. Yeah, upstate.
upstate New York, where
Mhm.
it's absolutely frigid, I assume,
Mm-hmm.
and then you move where, like, in December, you can have wine on a rooftop or a patio. Are you
Oh.
joking? How fun.
They
It's my
are-
first. Have we talked about it?
What?
No.
It's my first time away.
Your first winter,
Yeah,
not in Utah.
yeah, away from snow. It's
That was attached to your head. I'm
What
so
is?
sorry. It was a piece of hair, and then I pulled it. It was a piece of hair,
Like that?
and then I pulled it, and it didn't go anywhere because it's attached to your head. I'm so sorry. It's your first time away from Utah.
Okay.
That's something was in my head.
Yeah,
Sorry.
But yeah.
for the holiday.
Yeah, and I can only imagine how excited your parents are because
Yes.
I hate snow.
Is Mr. Bubbs and the rest
Mr. Bubs
of the fam?
will be visiting, I think, my sister, so who's still in upstate New York. And then for Christmas,
Is that Katie?
Katie, yeah.
Okay.
And then for Christmas, we're all going to be in Arizona. They live now in Scottsdale, so any jujitsu gyms in Scottsdale that are great for beginners, very much a white belt, let me know. Slide in the DMs because I'd love to stop by.
Jessica, let me tell you something.
I
First of
liked
all-
everything about it. Don't listen to her.
You're a weirdo. Second of all, I really, no lie, respect your commitment. And you know what? It's not just with the jujitsu, right? The jujitsu is just one of many things that you do wholeheartedly, and I fucking respect that.
I love you.
Wow, that was the first time we said the F word in the episode, and we're only
Brock-
we're 12 minutes in, 12:45. Let's try to not say it again, though.
Okay.
I'd really like to stop.
I think just because
not
you brought
joking.
it up,
Yeah,
I'm gonna say it a lot now.
please
it's like
don't.
Ocean.
Please don't.
You say
No, no,
it,
no.
I'm teasing. I'm
Mom
not
already
gonna
laid
say
down
it.
the law. You get your mouth washed out with soap. Me,
It's
Ocean,
all of us.
all of us.
Give Them Lala is sponsored by BetterHelp. Do you look forward to the holidays? Or, like most people, do you struggle with staying upbeat around the holidays? It's more common than you may think to not be quite so cheerful and bright. This time of year can be a lot, and it's natural to feel some sadness or anxiety about it. But adding something new and positive to your life can counteract some of those feelings. Therapy can be a bright spot amid all the stress and change, something to look forward to and make you feel grounded, and to give you the tools to manage everything going on. It's super convenient with BetterHelp. It's entirely online and designed to be convenient, flexible, and suitable to your schedule, even during the holidays. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. Find your bright spot this season with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/GTL today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/GTL. I have been to some stunning weddings like Sheena and Brock's wedding in Mexico last summer, Jax and Brittany's fairy tale wedding in Kentucky. Both were absolutely gorgeous, and I know exactly what it took to make their big day perfect. I also know that when you're getting married, it's not just about the big day. It's about all the days along the way. And Zola is here for all of them. Zola has your back when it comes to save the dates, invitations, and even thank you cards. Zola also has a great gift registry that offers a zero-fee cash option, so your guests can make a contribution to the honeymoon or maybe a down payment on a house or whatever you and your soon-to-be spouse are super passionate about. I love being able to celebrate couples that way. And then there's the Zola wedding website. the perfect place to include all the important details about the wedding, maybe even an introduction to your bridal party, and of course, easy access to the gift registry. The options are endless, but the website will probably save you a lot of headaches and hassle by having everything in one easy place. So if you're planning a wedding, do everyone a favor and use Zola. Your guests will love it almost as much as you will. Start planning at Zola.com. That's ZOLA.com.
I was in the comment section on the @Give Them Lala pod page, and I came across a comment, and I've been seeing these kind of a lot, right? People really don't like you and I agreeing, Jess. Like, one comment said that, like, you quote unquote back down when I have a different opinion than you.
I saw that. Do you think I do? Because I have my own opinion on that. What do you think about that?
Well, number one, I think we, at times, you and I both have different opinions on things, and then we communicate like normal people and we can see another side. Also, when we're talking about, I think this comment was specific to the Kyle Richards thing.
Yeah.
And not a jab, but number one, Jessica's never been through a situation like that.
True.
Number two, she doesn't have children.
True.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that my situation and Kyle's are the same, but I know what it's like to be in a relationship that goes south due to another person. And I do have a child. So, of course, my opinion is going to be more driven by experience. I appreciate Jessica's opinion, but if I talk to her about something like this and I'm coming from a place of experience, of course Jessica's going to see my side.
Right.
But there are things that Jessica and I disagree on. However, if Jessica and I didn't have like minds, we couldn't work together.
I think people genuinely think that I agree with you just to agree. But I have to say, and Lala knows this. If I don't agree with something of Lala, I say it. But I agree with like 95% of the things she says because I just do. That's also how I think. So I'm not just going to like disagree to spice up the podcast. I'm not just going to like say something I don't actually think. Like, no, don't agree with that just to be like spicy. Like if I say I agree with it, I do.
You know what though, Jess? I think because Jessica's not only my friend and to me, you're not my assistant. I call you my brain.
Thank you.
There are things that
We
you
made
talk about where I completely change my mind because I think you're very logical, level-headed, and you teach me things where it's like, you know what? I want to be more like Jess because she's lighthearted and just the way that you are inspires me. And a lot of times, because first and foremost, we work together, and I take your opinions very seriously. There are times where we're talking about business ideas, and I'll throw something out there, and the moment Jessica says, like, I really don't like that idea, I'm like, tell me more, let's pivot. But this is like a fun podcast where we keep it light. I think I've conditioned people to think that I'm on 100 all the time. That Give Them Lala means let's drag people.
Yeah.
Let's hit 100 quick.
Yeah.
That's one part of me. And I think maybe that's why people, like, they think, oh, Lala, that means Lala on Vanderpump Rules.
Mm-hmm.
Not this environment. We're going to disagree. I don't want to drag anybody. I want to be petty, lighthearted. I want to cry sometimes. I don't want to feel like I'm on 100.
Right.
And I certainly don't want Jessica to feel like she's got to hit 100 to go toes with me.
Yeah, that's not me. And like you said, thank you, by the way, for all
I
those
love
nice
you,
things.
Jessica.
I love you. But yeah, we're just gonna, I'm sorry, it's just too hard to like act a certain way because people want you to. That's just not my vibe. So I'm just gonna be me, which is authentic, and I hope that you guys see that. And you be you, which is authentic, and Easton be Easton, and that's all we can really do.
Amen.
Amen.
Can I get an amen? Amen. The second thing I wanted to read to you guys, because I'm obsessed with Southern Charm and someone slid into the comments section with this after last week's episode. Let's do this, and then we'll dive into other things, including the AMA.
Okay.
Okay. Logan_Lane said, listen to your recent ep, and this is what you need to know about the SC boys, Southern Charm boys.
Okay.
Craig equals good guy, has shown growth, respectful. Austin equals not a bad guy, but has done stupid things, but shows remorse and the willingness to grow and change. There is still time for him, but he needs to show it now. Shep equals a 43-year-old Peter Pan who's a serial cheater, there we go, who can't commit and will throw people under the bus to protect himself. Not a bad person to his core, but lacks any desire to change or reflect, but instead disassociates with alcohol. So that's Logan's perspective on it.
Great perspective. Thank you for that, Logan. I have decided I'm going to watch from the beginning because I have a lot of people sliding in my DMs saying, totally agree with you about like the frat guy culture in the South, but just start from the beginning. And I have to educate myself more on the show. And then I can really, because guess what? My opinion might not change. I might be like, yeah, it's not like that. It's triggering. It's just something for me. Or I might be like, they're different than I thought.
No, you're going to stay the same.
Probably.
But I'll watch it with you.
Will you?
Yeah.
Good.
No, I really will.
Okay.
I
good.
would rewatch it with you too.
Really?
Whoa, that
You all
was
right
weird.
there?
Did you start from season 1? You've seen every?
I haven't seen every season, but I do remember watching it a while back. I didn't stick with it, but every time I watched it, it was fantastic television. So I will absolutely go do a rewatch with you. Keep in mind, the people that are on it now have not been on it since season 1. So the cast looks very different at the very beginning than it does now.
Okay.
Still want to see it because I need to compare casts.
Yeah.
Just to see if it is
Yeah.
just the douchebag thing.
Yes,
Oh,
exactly.
see?
Lord.
Where is
know.
it shot? In South Carolina?
I think
Where's
so.
Charleston?
South
Charleston,
Carolina.
South Carolina.
Then yes.
SC, South Carolina, Southern Charm.
Oh.
Wow.
Whoa.
A little spin on words.
blown.
He gotcha.
It's shot in Charleston. I'm obsessed with Charleston.
I am too. And can I tell you, so last BravoCon, I sat down next to Madison on Southern Charm, the super hot one, and I had hurt her feelings because I did a podcast, I think it's called Pillow Talk, with Austin and Craig. And I didn't really know much about the show or Madison, really didn't even know Austin that well. And they were dating and then had broken up just recently when I did their podcast. This was a very long time ago. But I knew Craig. So I was like, sure, I'll do the podcast. I do the podcast. They're talking about their relationship, Austin and Madison's, and the reunion. And they were talking about how she went in and did X, Y, and Z. She was very open about how she went in and got a mommy makeover. And I said something in a very flippant way that was not kind. And it wasn't really directed at her. It was just like a stupid comment like I do. You know, I'm like, oh, a bitch gets a mommy makeover and suddenly thinks X, Y, and Z. I don't know exactly what I said. I can't remember. But it really, really hurt her. So we had a moment last BravoCon, and I apologize. I felt so guilty. In fact, I felt so guilty about it that this BravoCon, when I saw her, and she was so sweet, like we had squashed it. But I checked in again, and I just broke down sobbing. And I was like, I'm so sorry. And she was like,
Really?
Lala, you're going to make me cry. Like, we're fine. And I was like, I know, but you're so sweet. And, like, I never want to hurt somebody who, like, doesn't deserve to be hurt.
Oh,
You know? Like,
you were in your feelings.
I was so in my
Were you
feelings.
drinking when you were on the podcast?
No, I wasn't
you were sober
drinking when
then?
on. Yeah, they were just
Okay.
like breaking down their reunion for me, and I was like, okay, so like a bitch gets a mommy makeover,
Yeah.
blah blah blah. It was not really directed at her, but because we were talking about their reunion, of course you're like, you're directing that at me,
Right. Of course. Yeah. She's stunning, by the way. Saw her at
Yeah.
BravoCon. She
Yep.
was next to our merch booth for like a hair thing. And I was like, who is that?
And
then
I looked it
oh
up
my
because of
God.
her, because she was so hot.
Hot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's
me and
m-
Calvin.
Yeah,
Beyond.
Calvin
So
Cobb.
Right.
Calvin, I met him, by the way, as famous as ever. I'm obsessed with him.
Are you?
Yeah, sure.
What's on with
Why?
you?
He's
Why
great.
not? He's great.
If you like using debit over credit, don't you think it's time to also get rewarded? Well, now you can with Discover Cashback Debit. It's a checking account that rewards everyone with cash back on everyday purchases, plus there are no fees, period. We're talking date nights, thrifting the latest trends, nights out with your friends, and it's now earning you cash back with Discover Cashback Debit. Check out eligibility and terms at discover.com/cashbackdebit. Discover Bank, member FDIC.
Here's something about Peloton that you might not have realized. You can sing as loud as you want while exercising because nobody is watching or listening to you. Seriously, you don't have to worry about the person next to you in any class being completely annoyed by your off-key singing or giving you a look if you mess up all the lyrics. A Peloton bike in your house means you make the rules and you sing as loudly as you want to. Peloton gives you the freedom to move how you want to move. With up to $700 off your Peloton Bike Plus purchase, there's no better time to bring one home for the holidays and work out like nobody's watching. Peloton is your stage to unleash the real you. You want to try a climb, a high-intensity, or low-impact ride class? You can. Or maybe you want to hop off the bike and pivot the screen to do a bar strength or yoga class. You can do that too. Make yourself uncomfortable in the comfort of your own space, free of judgment, free of inhibitions. It's a fitness entertainment mashup that'll have you singing at the top of your lungs, sweating and moving like you'd never do with others around you. Peloton takes the work out of workout. You'll find classes and instructors that will keep you coming back for more. And here's some truth for you. When you love your workout, you stick with it. For Peloton's best offer of the season, head to onepeloton.com/deals. All access membership separate. Visit onepeloton.com for terms and restrictions. Easton, you were talking to me about something that happened with Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, and then I zoned out and just was like, I want to talk about it on the podcast, even though I had no idea what it was. All you had to say was Taylor and Trav, and I was like, talking about it on the podcast.
Give us all
Well,
Taylor
they're
and
saying that Taylor Swift is taking advantage of Travis Kelce.
Oh, God.
And that he has CTE and all of this stuff. And
Wait,
I mean,
where is this coming from? Who's they?
I mean, just people on
They.
Instagram.
Oh,
The people.
the internet people.
You know, I mean, everybody's a blog at this point.
Right.
The internet
So,
people.
and I saw it in the car on the way over. I get very car sick, so I couldn't read much into it.
Okay.
But,
Okay, so it's
He
you
has-
sent it to me. Can we talk about the problematic mental age gap between these two and how Taylor might actually be grooming Travis? Travis has multiple head injuries and suffers from CTE, leading to the huge mental age gap, which makes him vulnerable.
I'm sorry, but
I
this,
didn't even know there
this
was an
sounds
age
insane.
gap.
This sounds insane. And maybe you know what? I'm uneducated on CTE, so I might not know, but this sounds like someone searching for a problem to me.
No. I mean, he's talked about her in the past, saying that she's his dream girl. I have a very hard time believing that Taylor Swift is grooming anybody. CTE is a very real thing.
I also think that Travis Kelce has gone through his little hoe phase, and his brother, who plays for the Eagles, has 3 kids now, I want to say, and is married to a beautiful woman. I believe she's in the MLS.
Oh.
And they're just a happy family.
What's
And
the MLS? Isn't that where
Major
you
League
find
Soccer.
houses? Oh.
But yeah. Find houses?
I was
Yeah,
thinking
don't
it
they
was
say I got to check the MLS to see about this house?
Oh,
like
I'm
real
not
estate
buying a home,
agents?
so
I was
there's
thinking
still-
it was a marketing scheme, but
No,
that's
Major League
MLM.
Wait, what is it? Major League Soccer? Wow, so she's an athlete too.
Yeah. So I think Travis kind of sees that his brother has a wife, family, and I think that maybe he went through his hoe phase and that's now what he wants. I don't think he,
He's always, I mean, not always, but it seems to me he's been not a fan, but a fan of Taylor and like idolized her and been like in love with her, quote
He
unquote.
said it in a video. Like they were like,
Yeah.
"Who's your celebrity crush?" And he just sat there and he goes, "Taylor Swift." And
Right.
so he said it before. Like there's, so yeah.
They
And I
look
think-
super cute together. She seems to have a heart of gold. And this is where it gets very, very sticky, and I don't like it because the word grooming is a real thing, and it devastates people when it happens to them. So when you just throw it around like that, it takes away the meaning, and I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
So her name's Misha.
It sounds like someone's reaching.
It sounds like
Elastigirling.
Elastigirling.
Elastigirling their asses off out in these streets, aren't they?
Taylor looks amazing in this photo, though.
She's
By the
getting
way, that's
sexier
the
to me.
look.
Can I be honest?
That's the look she should rock to every single Chiefs game.
Do you think that he's helping her with her style? Because he's got great style and she did not. And I think she's picking it up.
Oh, the Swifties are gonna drag you.
I have to
Probably.
say, I actually loved her style only because it was very hipstery. It was very East Nashville.
Let me say, I love it for the people who are fans of her. You know, like for the girls. Like it's a great style. It's
But by
very
the way,
modest.
It's
like
not just the youngins.
Well, I know, but I feel like she does for.
Has made it so every single age range has become obsessed with her.
Well, it's the millennial. I mean, we're like the tried and true, the millennials.
Are we?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
we-
I'm a newbie.
I saw her opening for Brad Paisley, and we were all like, who is this young girl with a guitar on stage?
Well,
this
now
is
you know.
wild. Yeah. And she's stunning, blonde, giant curly hair. I was like, she's really like cute and fun.
You know what? To me, it's just so nice to see a girl with talent who people are obsessed with, and she doesn't have a freaking BBL and Facetune to the max.
She's
with,
real.
With
I do. I
You
respect
know,
that.
the
Style's
long
still not.
nails,
Don't care.
all the injections in the world, and a huge
Personality.
clipped in hair. You know, it's nice to see someone just like show up, look stunning, but like a classic beauty. That's what she is. She's a classic beauty.
And I think that's her style.
Her and
Classy
Stassi
and
remind me
classic.
of each other.
Well,
I don't know
Stassi's
why.
obsessed with her. At the live show, I put up a bunch of photos and had Stassi judge them, right? And Taylor was one of them at her premiere of the Eras Tour movie at the Grove. Now, the dress was hidden. Everything was hidden for me. I didn't like the hair. Okay? You're a man. You're a man.
Here's the
you're
thing.
a man.
I love the hair because it was Ocean's haircut. I didn't care for the dress.
It was ocean
Yeah,
hair.
I loved it.
A little
like the hair.
wispy.
Yeah. It was like a little, I don't know, looked like she had a mullet. And I was like, oh, she's Ocean. But then
That's
the dress,
cute.
and then the dress looked like Ocean picked it out too.
You weren't into the dress because it was a little traditional for your taste, you think? Like, what was
yeah.
it? It was a little like...
I loved the way it sat. I just didn't need the 1,000 roses on it, right?
Oh,
The
like the
print.
fabric.
Yeah, that's what I don't need.
I
Love
was
the fit,
yeah.
the whole thing, but then the print is what throws me off.
I get
And then
that.
the bright red lips with a blue dress. I just can't get behind
Every
it.
heart beats true for the red lips and blue dress.
She really, and the white hair.
But only if Taylor
She
Swift
really
wore
had
it.
all.
No, I was into it all. You know, I'm trying to become a more well-rounded human. And by the way, I cannot judge anyone looking like this on every single podcast.
I think this is a good look. I love this look.
You're such a damn lie.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Because you know what, La? I tell you all the time. I tell her all the time. When Lala has no makeup, that's my favorite
You
look.
look really good
It's
without
like
makeup.
fresh,
And I like you.
Tell me more. Tell me
like,
more.
I like you like this, like just more down because I'm like, okay, it's not as a professional day.
I love a good glam look, but
Same.
but when you come in, Kyle said that too. He saw you. This was like 2 years ago, and he saw you, and he's like, "Is that Lala with no makeup?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, she should rock that every day. She looks stunning.
You want to hear a story?
Yeah.
I dig everything you're saying. I do. I promise. My eyebrows are getting so high again. What is that?
Can I tell you
Stop
what
it.
someone said it was? Someone said it was Botox and that you need to get the entire forehead you can't allow your eyebrows to move. You have to get everything Botoxed.
Oh.
And people are scared
But
of
can
doing
I
that.
tell you, I've gotten Botox there before, and it lifts them more.
Really?
Yes, there's certain pictures where my eyebrows are just like this.
From Botox.
It looks
Yes.
like you covered your real ones and then painted those on.
I love the
Like that.
arch.
Whoa.
Okay, let me tell you a story. Since y'all are tooting my horn about how good I look without makeup on. By the way, as you get older, you just don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't want to put a face on. And if you don't think I'm hot, I don't really care because I don't need you
Yeah.
for anything.
Preach.
I don't need you to buy me stuff. Don't need you to feed me. Don't need you for emotional support. We're good here. And you know what? If you don't love me at this, you certainly do not deserve me in my glam.
Yes.
Smack, smack.
So these new guys moved into the building. I'm freaking obsessed with them. And I'm outside, glammed up, taking my dog out to go potty. And one of the dudes is out there. And he's like, hey, I know this dog. And I was like, yeah, this is my dog, Lily. And he goes, but she's usually with the older lady. And I go, yeah, that's my mom. And he goes, oh, yeah, and the baby. And I said, yes, that's my kid. He goes, but there's one other girl that she's always with. And I was like, oh, you might be talking about my assistant. He's like, oh, yeah, maybe. She's like another girl that lives there. You guys, it is me without my face on.
Did you realize that in real time and go, oh, no, that's me. Same person.
Well, I went over the conversation. I'm like, but Jess is like not always with my mom. She's always with me. And like, you certainly wouldn't think she lived there. Oh, yes. That makes sense. Because I've seen them before and I usually am in my little booties. No, and my bathrobe. Bathrobe. And a lot of oil on my face to prevent fine lines and wrinkles and a ton of hair mask in. Just looking really, really sexy.
That is so
I walk
funny.
in the house sometimes, and she's just on the couch in her robe, just looking some odd different, just face on. Hi. Whoa.
You're
you look
rude.
great, though.
You're rude.
I just said you
That
look
was
great.
very, very rude.
She'll have like her eye thing on.
Eye patches.
Hey. All right.
Whatever you're doing,
Beetlejuice.
though.
This is a lot of
Working.
maintenance, Easton.
Yeah, there you go.
I know.
All right.
All right.
I'm glad I'm not a woman.
Yeah.
When I'm 70
is a
and
lot of
still
maintenance.
slapping, you're going to be like, oh, the eye patches, the bio oil
I
on
don't
the
know
face.
if I'll ever be saying that, but I'm hoping that we hit 70 together, yeah?
I was looking in the pod comment section again, and so many people were reaching out about, even in the DMs, what was the app that Lala said she was using for Christmas shopping this year? Y'all, we are approaching all of the things, right? Holidays around the corner, Cyber Monday or whatever, Black Friday or whatever, all the deals. The app that I'm using is called Rakuten. It's the ultimate secret weapon to save big bucks while you're shopping.
100%. I mean, we've practically made it a ritual to convert our guests into Rakuten enthusiasts like us. We want you to love the app as much as we do. It's definitely the app I'm using the most on my phone right now.
Rakuten is the genie that grants cash back on your usual stores, depositing those savings straight into your pocket via PayPal or good old-fashioned checks. I prefer the good old-fashioned checks.
Same. I love seeing money deposited into my PayPal account. And obviously, with the holiday season starting, it's the perfect time to get the Rakuten app to work its magic. They're offering the highest cashback rates of the year, which is so important to me because I love saving that money, from Black Friday all the way through Cyber Monday.
Some brands are giving up to 15% cash back, so I think I'm going to do a little shopping for myself and my family members.
So let me tell you how Rakuten works. In case you are hearing about this for the first time, Rakuten scouts the best deals, sales, and coupons for you. So it's like a personal assistant for saving time and money. And you know how much I love to do both of those things.
Stack your savings, people. Hit up those Black Friday sales at Macy's and enjoy an additional 15% cash back.
Black Friday is all about finding gifts for your family and friends. And with big cashback opportunities at stores like Ulta, Nike, PetSmart, and even Shop Disney, everyone on your list is going to be covered. I mean, with those stores alone, I've pretty much got Lily, Ocean, my mom, Easton, Jessica completely covered. And I'm not going to lie, I'm eyeing a little Fenty Beauty, and I'm going to stock up hardcore.
Oh, and we still have Cyber Monday, too. It's going to take both Black Friday and Cyber Monday to cover everyone in my family. I mean, it's like a million people. I've got my mom, my dad, Jason, Steven, Katie, Danny, Kyle. It's endless. It's absolutely endless. So I'm very excited for this. And with 15% cash back on the table, I'm loading up on literally everything. And with all that cash back, I'm definitely treating myself. Fenty Beauty is sounding pretty good right now.
Right? I fully agree with you. So this holiday season, why not turn your shopping into a savings extravaganza with Rakuten?
It's a game changer, a holiday miracle, and it's right at your fingertips.
So do not miss out. Download Rakuten. That's Rakuten. Get those deals, stack those savings, and make this holiday season the most budget-friendly and joyful one yet. Rakuten, where shopping smarter meets saving bigger. Happy holidays and happy savings. All right, let's move on to the AMA, which for so long, Jessica, when she first started working with me, she was like, Law, you've got to do more AMAs. And I'm like, totally. And then I'd go home and be like, what the fuck is an AMA? So I Googled it naturally, and it was like an Ask Me Anything. I was like, oh, okay.
That's what, do you know what GRWM stands for? If someone says
I do now because I watched a TikTok with Alex Cooper and
Okay.
Stassi.
What is it? GR?
WM.
Yeah, get ready with me.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
you know the IYK
If you know, you know.
for the longest time. I'm like, why is everyone putting these random letters together?
Do you want to hear a funny joke? This was like I was 21. Somebody texted me, just a friend of mine, and he goes, "What does IDK mean?" And I said, "I don't know." And he goes, "Nobody does." And I said, "No, bro, it means I don't know." And he goes, "I feel so stupid." I go, "How many people did you text?"
Because he's texting everyone
Yeah,
and they
he's
go,
like,
I
"What
don't
does
know.
IDK mean?" And they're like, "I don't know," but that's what it means. But he's just like thinking, they don't know either.
That's the funniest shit ever.
Yeah.
That's
What
amazing.
for-
That is amazing.
Right?
Who
Yeah.
thought, wasn't it one of your friends, maybe Stassi, who thought the GRWM was grown woman?
Well, that's what I thought it was too, without all of the letters.
Like
Gr-
a grown woman
Oh,
video.
Like a quick
like a
way to say
license
grown
plate.
woman video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That's how I
hilarious.
learned, because when she was talking about it in this TikTok grown woman video, and then it's like their little
Outfits.
no, what's that thing? Their little skit or whatever, and Call Her Daddy is like, it's a get ready with me,
Yes.
and Sassi's like, oh,
That's hilarious,
Yes.
actually.
All right, to the AMAs we go.
To the AMAs we go. Okay, so.
Is it is AMA also American Music Awards
Yes.
or something?
Mhm.
Okay, that makes
Yep.
all the sense. All right, go.
So I'm going to ask you this because I'm seeing a lot of questions about this. Everyone's saying what's going on with the captain.
Nothing's going on with the captain. I know that we're all very upset about it. He's super freaking hot. He lives so freaking far. And hopefully, God willing, soon, you guys are going to understand why it's probably not the best time for me to be searching for a boyfriend or dating anybody.
The way you were scribbling, it felt like you were upset that this wasn't the time.
I'm not upset that this isn't the time at all. No.
Yeah.
I'm completely okay. I am thrilled about my life, everything that we have going on. I feel like we've figured it out. I am so excited for 2024. I feel like it's going to be our year. And just everything that we have created and what we do at the office every day, like, I'm so inspired by every single person that I have in my life right now, which is not many people, and I like it that way. But the two of you, the only thing I want to dump my time into is creating, being with my family, and being with my beautiful daughter. And
Amen.
creating a beautiful life for her. And if a dude comes, they come at the right time. If
Yeah.
they don't, excellent.
Amen. 2024, here we come. On that, I'm going to go to this next one. If Bravo pitched a Birmingham reality show, would you and the fam do it?
I think that's a 100% we would do it.
Yeah.
I would ask for a producer credit. I would need to have like say on the edits and things like that, and I'd want to be in the creative because my family is so freaking funny that I would want that to be like the driving force of the show. Like we also get into arguments, obviously, who doesn't, but like our bounce back and the things we say, I'm obsessed, so I would want a say in like how it's cut down.
Yeah. I tell you all the time. I said you guys need a freaking show.
Yeah.
And I
think
would
it
want it to be called The Birminghams.
I get to watch it every day, and I feel so sad for people
I
who
know,
don't.
right? Even them, like.
But
I'll
you're
just be-
in it now, Jess.
Uh,
Like, you're not just really watching.
you're
you're
keeping-
like
no,
thrown in it.
Yeah.
I'm in it. It's fun. It's like watching your favorite TV show, but also being on set for it. It's
Yeah.
so much fun.
Where, like, when we don't agree with Lisa, she looks at Jessica. Can you believe
Well,
them?
yeah, I know.
Look at how they
Elastigirling for
treat
more for confirmation.
And Jessica gives it to her.
I know. You got to knock that shit
No,
off.
I
no,
only
I
say
love
what
it.
I
All right,
believe.
keep
I
giving it
love
to
the
her.
dynamic.
I'll ask this one because of Thanksgiving. What are you all most grateful for today?
Oh, Easton, what are you most grateful for?
The time I've been given with family since I've moved out here.
Yeah.
Like, that's my biggest thing. Yeah. That's the most thing I'm grateful for. Being, like, getting to see Ocean grow, like, every day going over and, like, remembering, like, even 2 months ago when you're like, holy shit, what a different kid.
Right.
So, like, just that. The time that I have to spend with my family is what I'm most grateful for right now.
That's so sweet.
Thank
That
you.
is sweet.
That's so sweet.
So sweet. Do you
And
want
I'm
to
grateful
come
we
over?
get to go
No.
to Hawaii all together. Haha. Hey.
That's gonna
All
be
of
so
us.
fun.
All of us.
That's gonna be
Jess,
so
what are
fun.
you most grateful for?
You know, today in this very moment, I am most grateful for this job, and which is also my life. But I sent you a little text the other day, and I feel like Lala as a boss is like a star, like stunning, amazing. And, in June, it'll be 3 years working for you and with you. And it's very rare, I think, in LA that you feel respected and you feel cheered on by your boss. Like, I've been in so many different situations where it has not gone that way. And I kind of just deal with it, but you feel respected, cheered on. You feel like part of a team. You feel like your future is cared for. Oh, I love you. I'm kidding. But I'm so
I hope you know how
grateful for
amazing you
it.
are.
Yeah, because it's so just. I mean, I'm so thankful for it, and it like I hope everyone gets to experience a boss and friend like Lala because it's
I agree.
it's life changing. It really is.
No,
But that's how I feel about you.
Oh, I love you. Look at us. I love you.
No, you're the best.
You are.
The time that I did, then that's the thing. You've given me that time with,
But that's the
giving
thing
me
is,
this opportunity to do all this.
I know you guys are like hyping me up right now, but like I don't just like hand things out, right? You have been an incredible addition, Easton. I love you so much. And even though you're my
Thank you.
brother, like you mess with my money and like love you, kid. I'll throw you a couple $100
No,
bucks
yeah.
here and there, but like
She's-
stay away.
But I like that from you. Because I rather like, okay, I'm needed and not
Right.
just
Right.
like, so thank you for that.
And then
But
Jessica, I put you on as heavily as I possibly can because I
too.
believe in you so much. And that's what I think I'm most thankful for is the community that I have around me. But I just look back on when you first came to that interview and then you had worked for me for maybe 3 or 4 months before things got very, very different. And I remember looking at you and saying, as you were keeping my life together, saying like, this is not going to be forever. And here we are. And just to see you in certain rooms that we've been in, I'm just so grateful to have you. And I say those things to you and build you up because you absolutely deserve that. And that was the first thing I said to you in that meeting was, even though you're coming in here as a quote unquote assistant, I don't want that for you forever. Like I need a teammate. And that's exactly what you've been, which is why yesterday, instead of being like, where's my assistant? I said, where's my brain? Because like, you're not my assistant. You're like way freaking more than that. You're my brain, my whole heart and soul.
I love you.
But-
I love
and
you
this is-
both. And Pinky and the brain. I look like the brain. Oh my God, I'm the brain. We should be Pinky and the brain for Halloween next year. I
Okay.
got the head, the height. I love you
Nah.
both. I
All
love
right,
you
now
both.
that we've just got so
So-
cheesy, so sweet.
So sweet. Easton, what is your type? Because some people are asking that.
no, I don't have a type.
You
I just
don't?
like somebody who I can be with but not be with, if that makes sense. Like
I
like
love
to
that.
be
It
with
makes
somebody
so
but
much
be alone.
sense.
And like if I can find that and just that's all I really care for. So I don't have a type. I just have, I guess, a personality that I'm looking
Mhm.
for. An
Easton's
aura.
still very much in love with his ex-girlfriend.
I know.
Oh no, what's her name? We'll shout her out.
Let's,
Just kidding,
let's
I'm
not.
kidding.
No, I don't want anyone going for her.
Really?
Nobody gets to know her. She's my little secret.
Aww.
Just
So-
A first
No, I
love.
mean-
There's nothing like it.
Yeah, like when you have, you compare everything to it and nothing like comes close. I'll be even like around and go for like 5 minutes. I'm like, you'll never touch anything that she was. So it's like, why play with somebody's emotions?
Let me tell you, I think one day maybe I'm gonna help you find a partner, and I think I'll kill it. If I ever get that opportunity,
I'm gonna let you. I'm
think
gonna
I would
let
kill
you,
it.
and I will tell you if you kill it or if you absolutely shit the
Shit
bed.
the bed.
Yep, I'll be honest with you too, because
Did
I feel like I'm picky. So
Yeah.
I'll give you the shot.
I think I could kill it. It's just a gift I have. It is a gift I have, my friends. La, did you have any names for Ocean before you landed on Ocean?
Well, if I ever have another baby, I may pick from these names, but there was one name that is never going to make the cut because my mom hates it so much, but one of the names was Snow.
I love Snow, and why does your mom hate that?
You want to know the real reason?
Yeah.
She goes, if they grow up and they like drugs, let's say they like cocaine and their name is Snow, I don't like that, Lauren.
On the other hand,
That's why.
if they sell cocaine and their name is Snow, what an amazing business plan.
Right?
Are you joking me right now,
Empire.
Jessica? With their
That's
sober
an empire.
mother? Are you kidding me?
Sorry. I'm just
They'll
saying.
pick
What is
their
this?
way.
Cocaine cowboys? Absolutely not.
He's Wild Weston.
No, you get out there and you fucking keep the honest way.
Hell, he's honestly
True.
selling snow.
No. So my mom did not like that name. So I said, all right, we won't use it. But I have a list of names.
Yeah.
By the way, Stassi's names were so horrible. Every time I see her, I'm like, I look at Messer, I'm like, I'm so glad you didn't name him Loring. I would really hate that.
Loring is
Loring?
boring.
Wait, Loring, Loring was an option?
Yes, weren't you here when she told us the names? And I was like, they're horrible.
They were going to call him Boring Loring.
No, I don't remember Loring.
Oh.
You guys, I was born on Loring Air Force Base.
It's horrible.
That's fine,
for
an Air Force
base.
I don't care about that.
Not a name, Stassi.
I don't know if I could be friends with that.
My names everyone hates. My names everyone hates. Like
Give us a couple.
I have a name. I have a list of baby names. I'm about to get dragged, and I kind of love it. But it's
What was
baby.
Ocean?
Kyle hates them all, so that's great.
Other than Snow, did you have another one?
No.
Okay.
I liked Snow a lot.
Snow's stunning.
Mhm.
Snow's on this list, by the
Oh,
way.
I lied to you. There was one other.
Are you gonna say it, or maybe you?
No, it's off the list.
Tsunami.
No.
Cloud is freaking.
Oh, now I'm thinking of two that I remember having on the list that I deleted because we were like, no. Even Stassi. Oh my God, there's three. Let me
They're
tell
gonna
you.
keep coming because she had a whole list.
Tell
I
me.
did. Okay, I'm going to tell you because they're completely off the list. The other ones I'm not telling because I may use them. Utah.
Cute. Love.
Stassi was like, you never get to judge any of my names because you thought about naming someone Utah. No.
I love it.
I was like, I
Utah,
love it too.
that's a character in a movie, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
and it's-
Johnny Utah or
Mhm.
something. The other one was Mountain.
Don't
Okay.
love it.
Don't love it.
Mountain.
And then there was Teton.
Titan.
Teton, I
Don't
don't
like it.
love.
Don't like any
Don't
of them.
worry, they're all off the
Yep,
list.
I'm
So
glad
don't
they
worry
didn't
about it.
make it.
Cloud, I love, by the way.
Cloud is so cute. I love Cloud.
Oh,
I'll go through these quick.
He's up in the clouds.
He's up in the
Cloud.
clouds. Maven, Maeve, Raven, Ghost, Fira, Fiara, October, Leaf, Winnie, Dahlia,
Leaf? You gotta knock
Finley,
it off.
and Well, Ava was going to be one, but I took that off.
I love all those names and then ending with Ava. It's so
Ended
good.
with Bob.
By the way, love the name Bob too.
Bob's on fire. Bob's your grandpa.
Yep,
Yeah.
and he was on fire.
And he was on fire once.
Yeah, I saved him.
Lots of
Well,
questions.
he saved himself, but I gave him a shirt.
Who was
after.
the one who said Bob's on fire?
Lala.
Me. I was on the phone with Mom,
yeah.
and you had run up to tell me, and so you said it. I just repeated it to Mom.
What? I don't remember.
It was
anything.
very traumatizing.
Well, I'm glad
Okay.
I don't remember.
I heard you talking about Bumble last episode. Wanted you to know I used Bumble, and it's how I met my partner of 4 years. And now we're pregnant with my first baby. That's so cute.
That is so
Congrats.
cute.
So cute.
See, I've heard fantastic
Do I
love
get
stories about Bumble.
Bumble to get over the ex?
We may have to, and I'm not joking because to me, I'm like very cut and dry. We talked about this, and so are you. You just add that into your profile, and it's just like, all right, I dig her or I don't dig her, right?
Yeah. And I like that. And the good thing is, I'm the type of person where I hate reaching out. So it's like if they reach out,
It's
yeah,
female driven. They're the
That's why
ones
I
that
like
make
it.
the first move.
yeah.
You know what I'm curious about? Would you do this sober? Because I know you sometimes are back and forth about like
He's
not
dry.
drinking
He
and-
No,
doesn't drink,
I
but
don't-
he's a
No, I
puffer.
smoke
He's a
pot,
little.
yeah.
Would
Yeah.
you use that?
He's a
aspect?
little
so you wouldn't
chimney.
use. You wouldn't, because you can do
Choo-choo.
that, right, on Bumble, like something with sobriety, like you can put
Honestly,
your sober in
but
your bio.
100%. I would
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah.
I would put it. I mean, I just don't drink, but I don't
Right.
care if people know like that.
Well,
but
see-
I don't mind dating somebody that drinks. Do you?
I
Or do you
said
want
this
somebody sober?
No, I said this last episode. I would prefer to not be with someone who's sober. And I don't want that to trigger anybody. But for me, my sobriety is very strong and I believe in it. And I don't want to have to take on someone else's.
You're the first person
I
that
would
can,
like a normie.
Yeah, you're the first person that every time I would go somewhere, you were sober, and you were the one like pouring the shots for people. And I'm the same now that I haven't been drinking. Like I'm wanting people like have fun.
It is.
And then when they have too many, I'm like, and this is where I tap out because you've told me the same story 15 times
Yep.
on loop. Bye.
oh,
to
I
bed.
hate that.
Yeah.
I-
But
So
yeah, I'd
So
rather
I
have-
would have to decide, do I put that I'm sober in my Bumble bio or do I get really nitty gritty and say I'm sober but prefer a normie?
Yeah.
You
No,
know?
you can though, which is
Because-
great.
I was talking about this the other day with a friend and it's like when someone asks you like, do you want to go grab a drink? And so many times people are like, I can't grab a drink, I'm sober. But like a drink is a drink. Like, yeah, I'll go grab a drink. There's
I still
Diet
use
Coke.
that now.
Sparkling water. I get a Red Bull, maybe
Yeah.
a little pineapple juice, maybe a little virgin Bloody Mary, depending on the time of day. Like there's so many drinks to choose from. So yes, I would love to do that.
We still do it as a group with Action Park. We have our little night. We go.
Oh,
grab
yes, we go to
drinks.
happy
Yeah,
hour.
We have to
doesn't
do
mean-
another happy hour. I
We
love
do.
a happy
but
hour.
we,
with
I
them.
mean,
Yep,
do
me
we
too.
even go? We get drinks.
Yeah,
I
you-
certainly do get drinks.
We
I
got
get hella
snacks
drinks
too. We
Mhm.
got like cheese sticks or something. Lots of questions here about podcast tour. Will you be doing a podcast tour? What are your thoughts on that?
I think we are going to do a podcast tour. The one thing that I learned from the last show is I had the show prepped. First night was Stoss, second night was the Dos Amigas. And I got nervous because I had people saying that they were coming to the show the next night as well. And I felt because of that, I last minute needed to change the show up to give people who came the first night a different show. That kind of threw me off a little bit. So I would just keep to the show format and plan for every single show. And if you choose to come multiple nights, just know you're going to see the same show, maybe a little bit different because I'm not a robot. But like Beyonce performs, she doesn't change her set list every night. Maybe she does. I don't know. Does she? Probably not.
Just T Swift.
No,
There
I
you
think
go.
it's the same thing. Not that I'm either of those people. I'm just saying if they're not doing it, I don't need to do it.
Right.
So that's the plan for the live shows. We'll do it in the new year, obviously.
Amazing.
I'm going to take a large chunk of time off for Thanksgiving. I'm like we're in prep mode for 2024 because I really want to hit the ground running in 2024. But I also really need a little bit of a break. And I know everyone else does
You
too.
deserve one. You've had a crazy ass couple of weeks,
Yeah.
month. You've
You
been
know
going
what
crazy.
though? I was thinking about this the other day. Everybody's life is crazy in a different way. So I'm sure we're all in need of the break.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm glad that this podcast for my friends, it's like, it's a way for them to escape and laugh a little bit.
This coming Friday is your new Black Friday merch.
New Black Friday merch.
Hey,
Pop it,
hey,
pop it, pop it for a
hey,
real one. Pop
hey,
it for Daryl.
Pop it for Daryl.
Popping rubber bands for Daryl
I do.
on the stack of
You
hundreds.
gotta do what you gotta do.
I love it. You guys, I hope that you have the most incredible Thanksgiving. Spend it with your loved ones. If you drink, a hot toddy sounds so yummy. So like sip it by the open fire.
Somebody have a rum and eggnog for me.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I'll do
that.
that.
Yeah.
Slaps.
I'll do
I'll just
it.
have the eggnog.
Yeah, I'm just having the eggnog, but
Right?
somebody, spike it.
And I'm very thankful for you all. Yeah, go enjoy your little break. I love you guys, and I will catch you next week. Thank you guys so much for watching another episode of the Give Them Lala podcast. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, and I will catch you next week.